Dear colleagues and my dear students, if you're planning to work abroad, one of the biggest questions is, should you take IELTS Academic or OET? Now, many doctors make the wrong choice and waste months. In this video, I will give you a clear and practical comparison between the two so that you can decide which one is best for you. Now, both these exams test your English, but they're designed very differently. On one hand, IELTS is more about general English, with topics that may have nothing to do with medicine. On the other hand, OET is based on real clinical situations, and as a doctor, you are much more familiar with this. Now, let's talk about IELTS. The biggest advantage of IELTS is its flexibility. Whether you are looking for a clinical job or a non-clinical job or research, or you are trying to get admitted into a university for masters or MPhil or PhD, IELTS is accepted everywhere. Okay? There is another advantage, that is, if you are on a budget, then IELTS is for you, because IELTS is way cheaper than OET. Another big advantage of IELTS is there are a lot of free preparation materials available online. But there are some important challenges. IELTS requires strong general English, not just medical English. The topics are often unrelated to medicine, and that's why many doctors find it difficult to connect with. For example, posterior abdominal wall might sound very familiar to you, but buoyancy of a large vessel may not sound that familiar. And for that reason, it usually takes more time to prepare. Now, let's talk about OET. OET is designed specifically for healthcare professionals. So, as a doctor, you are already familiar with the language, the case scenarios, and the terminology. And because of that, OET feels more natural and often easier. And you need a grade B in most of the cases, so it is more achievable than the high IELTS band requirements. However, OET has its limitations. First, it is more expensive, roughly twice the cost of IELTS. And second, OET is accepted mainly for clinical pathways, and for non-clinical pathways like non-clinical jobs or admission in universities, IELTS Academic is usually required. So, which one should you choose? Choose IELTS if you don't know your career trajectory yet. It will keep your options open. Maybe you are on a budget, you cannot spend around 55,000 taka on your test, or maybe your general English is already very strong, or maybe you have enough preparation time. And choose OET if you are committed to your clinical practice in an English speaking country, or maybe you prefer a more relevant medical context, or maybe you would like to have familiar and also relatively easier exam situations. And last but not the least, you have a short preparation time. You do not have a long time to prepare for your test. But one thing you have to keep in mind, that OET is not automatically easy. Many doctors still fail the exam because they do not understand the structure well.